Let's talk about it. I don't see Shakur beating Tank. I don't see Lomachenko beating Tank. I don't see Lomachenko. Now that's not saying that there's not a possibility either of those fights to go the opposite way, and I'm expecting them to go. But I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not my first option. If I was to put money on it, I'm not putting money on Shakur or Lomachenko simply because of the fact that, Brody, come on, like, let's be real here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real. That's not taking anything away from Shakur. That's not taking anything away from Shakur. That's not taking anything away from now. You feel me? Loma. Now on this hand, you feel me? He's old. You feel me? Let's just get that out the way right now. He's old. Let's just get that out the way. That doesn't take away any of his skills, but it does in fact take away some of his grit. I don't want to talk too much, but y'all know that. I don't want to talk too much. The younger fighters, they have more of a. The younger fighters, they have. I don't know if I would say passion, but I would say like they have more grit. But I would say like they want to win more. Like older fighters is like they can't really push themselves to that maximum. They can't really push themselves to that maximum. I'm saying I don't want to talk your head off too much. Let's get shit into your head off. I don't see Shakur beating Tank. I don't see Loma beating Tank. I don't see Loma beating Tank.
I'm good. I'm good. Just focused and ready.
Yeah, man. I know there's been a lot going on, in boxing these days. And before we get into your fight, I know you already spoke about the Ryan Garcia situation. I don't want to get too deep into that. You thought it should have been a 5-year ban. He's still getting, I guess, his pay-per-view, maybe 30 million. Do you think this was a kind of a cash out situation for him? Because he's never really seemed married to the sport like you or a Devin, those type of guys.
I mean, maybe it could have been. I don't know. I don't know what was in his plans. It's hard for me to really give an opinion on something that I don't really know too much about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What about on Devin's side, Shakur? He's now looking to sue him, saying that he's been devalued from this. He got the purse bid on Sandor Martin, not what he was thinking. He talked about his mentality. What are your thoughts coming from Devin's side of the house?
I wish him nothing but the best, but yeah, I mean, it seemed like a bad situation. I would hate to be involved in it. So, like I said, I really don't know too much about it.
Pause too much just because this is a long ass video. But what would y'all do in that situation? You feel me? Y'all lost a fight devastatingly, and then found out that the person that you got devastated by was cheating. What would you do? I honestly want to know.
Honestly, hopefully he can get himself together and know that boxing is a business. So the business of boxing is harsh, but I guess we just got to keep pulling through.
Yeah, yeah. And you think he can bounce back though from a fight like that where he got knocked down the way he did?
Yeah. I think anybody could, but it's just gonna be tough. I think he got to take some time off and get a break and get some time to himself. And I think it's more so mentally that's gonna be the toughest part because mentally it kind of seemed like it was like a very very bad night, and I wish him nothing but the best though.
Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you. And listen, man, I was listening to Mill City Boxing last night, and Kenny Ellis is always on there, and he said that you and Tank would sell out tomorrow. You guys are in your primes. I know the last time we spoke, you were just maybe getting to your prime, or maybe hadn't even reached it yet. But that's a 50-50 fight by most insiders. Of course, he picks his guy to win.
Oh, it's not 50-50. I ain't even gonna let him see it. Cap, it's not. Honestly, whoever thinks that is crazy. I'm gonna just be real.
And
now let me say this though. The most I could put it, bro, is 55-45. That's the best I could put it. Tank has an upper edge, just because he literally has knockout power, bro. If you have the boxing skills of a boxer, But one boxer has a knockout power and the other boxer doesn't. The one with knockout power has a higher chance of winning because he has an extra weapon. If y'all get what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do too much explaining because this video long as hell. I'm trying to react to the whole thing. So yeah.
You know, this is the modern day Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. I know you're a student of the game. What are your thoughts on what Kenny said?
I think it's more so like a Duran and Ray Leonard. But I ain't really see what he said, so I don't know. But he should pick his guy to win. Everybody should believe that they're gonna win, and that's very normal. But I'm 100% sure that I'm gonna win. So we'll see once the day line up.
Yeah. And like I said, you're a generational talent. You know, most boxing insiders, you know, think you're one of the best, but yet your marketability seems to take a hit sometimes. You know, do you think that's overblown by some of these people out there just based on your skill set and what you've accomplished?
Yeah, I think it's an unfair pedestal that they got me on. I think that here's why I think it's like very unfair, right? Because Tank can go fight a Frank Martin, and no, I could say he's a C-level fighter, and I could go fight an Artem, whatever, however you pronounce his last name, but they just fought each other, and it was like a fight like that. But with my fight, it's like the fans gonna downplay the situation. They're gonna downplay my fight because of the pedestal that they got me on. But with him, it just seemed like they respect it because it's Frank Martin, even though Frank Martin was the guy who turned down the fight with me. So like, honestly, I just feel like boxing fans are biased, and it was something that was said. I was reading. It was like, America is bored or something like that. I forgot how it go, but it's something about America being bored. But I think that opinions change, and opinions are based off of everybody else's opinion. Like, people don't really got their own minds in the sport of boxing. So everybody's opinion is all the same opinion, and they stick with each other, and it's like a clan of people. And now everybody's on like a Shakur hate train, but I feel it could be me versus everybody. Fuck them. I'm gonna come out on top.
You feel like that? Imagine how Devin feels. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's really against him. Everybody not against Shakur at all.
Yeah, and you know, like I said about having a dance partner, Hagler Hearns, Hearns Sugar Ray, Hagler Sugar Ray, right? That was, you guys have been compared to that generation, you know, the Four Kings. And like I said, you and Tank, you compared it to Duran and Sugar Ray, I'll give you that. But I mean, you guys have to fight, right? I mean, you guys have to make that fight. And Kenny said it has to happen in 2025. Do you feel like it will happen still?
Kenny could go out there and like say a whole bunch of like things, and like, you know, I like Coach Kenny actually because he's like a coach who kind of he analyzed, and
y'all, it's not me, y'all. It's the video. This shit is steadily lagging, fool. I'm kind of getting mad.
He's watching, and I respect like what he's saying, but he don't really.
If you're seeing this video, it's your
sponsor me. I'm letting your whole ad play, fool. Y'all not sponsoring me. That's why y'all ass not playing.
He don't really have no power or control over the situation of Tank. Tank is his own business. Tank runs his own business alongside Al Heyman. So dumb decisions basically come down to whatever Tank say and not what Coach Kenny say. So we'll find out.
Yeah. And he gave you mad respect too. That, you know, that's part of it, is he respects your game. And you shared the ring with Loma and Tank. You sparred them both. That seems to be the next fight on the horizon, you know, that they're talking about. What are your thoughts on that fight? How would you, you know, being the boxing, you know, mind that you are, how would you break that down?
Honestly, I don't respect it just because of the fact that these dudes been at the same weight class for so long, And now that I'm kind of on the horizon of like getting the Lomachenko fight, now everybody wants to talk about Tank and Loma when we could have been talking about this early on in like my pro career when these two guys was, Loma was in his prime and Tank was about to reach that peak. But I feel like now it's like Lomachenko is on the got like one or two more fights left in his career probably, and I think that I feel as though they're taking the fight now because the time is now. But if we're talking about like how the fight will play out, I still think like with Lomachenko's skills and stuff, it will still be a good fight. I don't think that Lomachenko is a pushover, even though he is older. With the experience he got, the knowledge, I think that it could be a tremendous fight. All it's going to boil down to can Lomachenko have punch resistance to what Tank is throwing.
Do you think, you mentioned the fight with you should have happened earlier. You've been moving up, right? This is three division champ. Do you feel like you're being avoided to some degree?
Yeah, come on. I mean, it's pretty obvious that I'm being avoided. I'm the guy that nobody wants to fight. Like, with all due respect to all of these other fighters, but it's been too many people that done turned down the fight with me. And honestly, I feel as though the biased fans and the biased people are giving these people a pass just because they don't like me, but they're not being real with themselves and being truthful about the situation. When Zepeda turned me down several times after like Oscar De La Hoya went on air and like used my name over and over and over. Oh, we're gonna fight Shakur. We want Shakur. Da, 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 da. Basically, he clout chased my name to make like his fighter bigger. And when the time comes for us to fight, he always says no. And it's a long list. Like Lomachenko, Kambosos said no. Frank Martin, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Like honestly, I feel like I'm the most ducked fighter in the sport of boxing.
Well, I know you got a fight in front of you, and you're in the gym all the time. You're not overlooking anybody because it's in boxing. It seems you're only as good as your last fight. You got Artem, former Olympian, no slouch, and he arguably beat Frank Martin. That's how close of a fight it was. What are your thoughts on him as a fighter? And I know this has been your best camp. You're always working on things. Talk about that a little bit.
I think that he's a good fighter. I think that maybe he could bring the best out of me, maybe not, but we'll see come fight night. I think that he's a hell of a fighter. He's gonna come in shape. I heard he's been in Las Vegas and top ranked gym training super hard. So it's gonna make for a tremendous fight. I can't wait to see what he presents to me. But I just want to show the world the levels that I'm on. I'm on a high level, and I also want to remind them who I am as a fighter.
With that being said, Shakur, and we'll wrap up. Jeff Zimmerman here with the champ, Shakur Stevenson. Do you have to win spectacularly? Because, when you go down in history, you know about the Tyson knockouts, you know about the Sugar Ray, the Hagler Hearns, but you don't know every fighter they've ever fought, right? They get through fights, just Money Mayweather, right? Sometimes he just won, but it seems like there's this added pressure in today's boxing that you almost have to win spectacularly in the eye of the public. Do you feel pressure to do that?
What the hell is going on, fool?
And Shakur, do you feel pressure to win spectacularly?
I think I'll put pressure on myself. So the pressure that I got within myself, yeah, I mean, for sure, I want to always put on my best performance. But at the end of the day, I'm done like really like trying to be doing stuff for like the fans and the people, because at the end of the day, I'm going there and try to perform and crowd please them. So I hope that they don't get that part wrong. But at the end of the day, regardless of however I look, they're going to say something. They're always going to find something negative or bad to say out of it. So if I go in there, outbox the guy, make it look easy. Oh well, he didn't take no risks, and he's not a trading fighter. He can't stand right there with fighters. And I go in there, I stand in the pocket, like I did in a lot of my previous fight before my last fight. I kept hearing how I was a flat-footed fighter, and I get hit, and all of these different things. So it's like, regardless of like whatever I do, it's going to be something to say. So I really don't try to put no pressure on myself to perform for them. I'm more so performing for myself, and I hold myself at a high standard. So of course, like my last fight, I was mad at myself because I didn't perform to the best of my ability. I felt like, so now I want to perform to the best of my ability.
Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you. You can never win. This is your last fight on contract with Top Rank. You know, I heard you talk about it the other day, you know, on ESPN. Do you have any idea what, you know, promotion, what the next steps are? And could you end up back at Top Rank after testing the free agent waters?
Honestly, I feel as though I got the best seat in the house. I feel like I said before, how we talking about me and the Tank fight. I feel like any promoter or anybody in business will want to be involved in that kind of fight, and that kind of fight is literally on the horizon. So, honestly, I got the best seat in the house. I get to sit back and go perform, and then you know, get ready for that fight in the future. But I'm not trying to look past this fight. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I'm in a great situation.
Well, listen, your big brother, Bud Crawford, went through similar situations, you know, had a tough time getting some of the bigger fights, left Top Rank, ended up getting the Spence fight, and now is #1 pound for pound by most accounts. What is Bud, you know, what advice has he given you through this whole process? I know he still has your back. He posted before the Tank fight or at the weigh-ins, I can't remember. But what has Bud said to you, or if anything, just about your, you know,
lately we really ain't been talking about that. Like Bud, my big brother, so we kind of like sometimes we don't even be talking about boxing at times. Like it just be like regular talk. So, but lately, like I ain't really asking him no questions. But when my contract up, I'm probably gonna talk to him and hear him out and like hear what he got to say too.
Yeah, yeah, he's been through the fire. Last question, Shakur, I'll let you go, man. I know it's been a long day, so I appreciate the time. What should we expect Saturday, July 6th? You're going back home, Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey, in front of your hometown fans. What should we expect?
We're expecting a spectacular performance. Like I said, I may even get hit a little bit more this fight for the fans. So let's just have fun and come out victorious.
Nah, that's insane. Catch our boys in that video though.